I don't know why the thumbnail breaks. I have no fucking clue. And God, does it suck to know that the thumbnail breaks for no reason. God damn it, seriously, what the fuck? This happens over and over again, and I have no idea why. Occasionally, the thumbnails I put up show fine in the preview, and then when I upload /start, it's like, oh well, I guess actually fuck you. It's hi Carrie, I'm upset with YouTube for being YouTube. I know, a pointless endeavor, but I shall keep my feelings nevertheless. Anyway, welcome to another Sleepy Steam Surfing stream. Tonight we're gonna be playing Prisoner of the Ephemeral Kingdom. This is a game. Yes. My insights are incredible, thank you very much. What do I do to pocket? Nothing bad, nothing bad, nothing bad. Everything's fine. Pocket's gonna live a good, kind life with no issues whatsoever. By the way, that's not Pocket, I swear. Pocket didn't get blinded for some fucking reason. Okay? Okay? Okay. I'll be fine. Now,
It's almost the time.
So, I launched this game to, like, make sure that it's working and that everything else was fine and all these other things. And... okay, you'll hear it for yourself. You'll hear it for yourself. Glenn glanced at the watch at his left wrist. The sun was setting. He stood up from under the thick tree roots, shaking the wet mud off his trousers. The ground was as soft as a recently deceased corpse. Each step sank half an inch deep. The air was thick as if it would swallow him whole. Just as he stood up, a patch of green suddenly stirred beside him. That wasn't a plant. It was another person. Hiding in grassy camouflage, the figure slowly rose from the bushes. What the fuck is this Easter? Look, I can't explain it either. But welcome to the military, men. We are military.
Oh, Jack. You look like wild man out there.
This is the glory. This is voice acting is glorious. It brings me endless joy to hear. The man called Jack in reply. He looked down, retrieved a disassembled sniper rifle from his backpack, and began reassembling it. His knuckles whitened. Every motion seemed like a ritual etched into muscle through endless repetition. Here in the rainforest of Congo, Africa. Sunlight barely pierced through the dense canopy, leaving only scattered patches of the dappled light upon the forest floor. And yes, I don't know why the fuck we're in Africa, but we are, so... you know, I guess we'll see how this goes. The humid stench of decay hung thick in the air, reeking like the bodily fluids of some massive beast. We're in the Congo of Africa. I don't know.
All right. Have you ever been to Africa?
Jack remained silent, merely shaking his head.
Funny thing is, getting lost is the only thing I don't worry about in this rainforest. Normally I'd say I'm lost, but here, there isn't even a path to begin with.
I don't know. I have no idea if this man is supposed to have an accent or not. I'll be honest, because it... oh my goodness gracious. Alright, I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. What the fuck is this accent? I don't fucking know myself. It's just... it's a mystery. It's a fucking mystery. I don't know. Like, I think this is a Chinese game originally, but he doesn't actually have a Chinese accent. But he also doesn't have an American accent. So I don't know what the fuck this is.
I'll just say, look, more weird plants over there.
Warless, Jack seated the final component. Tying a bullet home, slow, smooth, seamless, like a long rehearsed rite.
You never shut up. Except when you are working. Relax. Once we are down, it's back to AC and cold beer.
Beer, capitalize. Beer brand beer, my favorite. The air grew thick, heavy. It sounds mildly Spanish. I don't know if he's supposed to be Spanish or not. The suffocating calm before a storm. Glenn pulled binoculars from his waist pack and took point, Jack trailing behind. They pushed through the vines, advancing towards a stretch of high ground at the jungle's edge. They reached a cliffside. Jack went prone and braced his sniper rifle. Glenn took a knee and raised binoculars at his side. By the way, I did buy this game because it was like, ooh, looks interesting. This is how I determine my almost everything I buy. It's like, ooh, interesting, I want. It's gracious.
Look, here they come.
In the distance, a dilapidated bus swayed unsteadily along the dirt road. With a creak, the door swung open. Passengers stepped off one by one. None of them were locals. They all come from China, thousands of miles away. Through the binoculars, the assassination target came to view. Hush! Gender does not affect the story. I don't give a fuck. Curious, passionate sophomore majoring history, studying Ensiv University since he has had a interest in endless wisdom, aspiration, and stories in a grim. He resolutely chose major of his, eager to unlock human story. Security level? Oh my god, these are the costs for what they bought? Jeez. Making female name in pocket. Oh, you know me so well. There's only ever one choice. After? No, not after. There's no after in this. Okay. Anyway, assassination target, pocket. I hope she doesn't die.
No abnormalities in the surroundings. Just wait for the right moment and take the shot, Jack.
Why is there no after for Pocket? Because she's the final destination of all life in the universe. Obviously. As Pocket stepped off the bus with the group, Jack guided his rifle bit by bit, matching Pocket's pace. Jack's finger rested against the trigger, steady as rigor mortis. That's a weird way to put steady as a dead man. Or still as a dead man. Steady as rigor mortis? Okay, so I read a before I realized this had an English translation. I went through and with a program to like translate it. That line was originally steady as a dead man, which makes a lot more sense, to be quite frank. With just one pull, Pocket's life would vanish instantly. No struggle, no pain. Jack was about to pull the trigger. Just another routine kill in his career when
Jack!
The gunshot and Glenn's shout erupted at the same instant. Not Jack's rifle. Jack rode fast before his brain processed the gunshot. Much more, but you might view Steady as a statue. Considering they were using dead, it seems like they wanted to draw the comparison to a corpse instead of something that was alive turned dead rather than something that was never alive in the first place. Which might have meaning depending on how the story goes. Besides him, Glenn already dropped flat, face slamming into the mud, utterly still. A moment ago, Glenn had stepped in front, taking the bullet meant for Jack. Jack threw himself down beside Glenn, his finger brushed blood, still warm. Glenn's eyes remained open, never to close again. The second bullet came. Jack rode and slimed into nearby bushes. Branches burst apart as bullets ripped past, scorching the air past his ear. He pressed into the dirt, panting. A figure stood on the shaded path. No, a girl. She was young, barely in her teens. Dressed in an intricately embroidered Western-style gown, she looked like a noble maiden straight out of a classical novel. She stood in a slanting beam of light, her silver white hair almost glowing. Her face was delicate yet cold, with inexplicable dissonance beneath the surface. She held a pistol, smoke still curling from a barrel. It was a design Jack had never seen before, yet unmistakably ancient. What do you mean ancient? It looks like a fucking regular-ass pistol. It defied logic, the very sight of it. Again, regular-ass pistol? This was no place for her, a girl who belonged in sunlit gardens sipping tea over poetry, not here in the Congolese rainforest where insects seethed and roots coiled. She emerged from the jungle shadows and Jack's gaze crashed into hers. In that instant, his heart skipped a beat, not from fear but from a sense of deja vu. At the same time, the girl froze for a split second.
Who are you? I think I know you.
Ah, now it's another girl, with an accent that I cannot place anywhere. Her tone didn't sound like confirmation, rather like tracing a name in a dream. Jack didn't respond, and she didn't wait for an answer.
Forget it. You're nobody. Hurt my master. You die.
If you want to murder your master, you must die. Okay, that's a bit that... They had translations in the other languages for what they... So they had the English words and the translation under in parentheses. This seems to have leaked through by accident. Master? At the term, Jack's mind raced through the possibilities. But no logic emerged. Toggle. Toggle? Okay. Pistol was with Glenn, his rifle still lying at the cliff's edge. All I left was a combat knife. Completely outmatched, but Jack was a killer. All he needed was one opening. He pulled the trigger. Jack moved. For an instant, he was a distortion in the air, a twisted shadow. Then he snapped left. The bullet grazed his thigh, searing pain flared as flesh peeled away. With his lunge, he whipped the blade up, a vicious diagonal slash towards the girl's throat. Almost instinct, she recoiled like a startled cat. Where did I get this? I swear it was from Steam. It is a Steam game. Really. She dodged the killing blow, yet the knife still sliced her face. The blade swept past her eyes. Blood bloomed like red vines. Blood streamed down her face. With eyes clenched shut, she pulled the trigger again towards Jack. The bullet passed through the air, striking the tree beside Jack. Jack half crawled, half stumbled into the nearby bushes, pressing them low and still. Perhaps realizing odds were against her, the silver-haired girl backed away, keeping her pistol raised before slipping into the forest shadows. The sound of snapping branches grew distant, footsteps increasingly uneven. Only the whisper of wind through leaves remained. After a dozen of seconds, Jack crawled out and made his way over to Glenn. He crouched and gently closed Glenn's wide, unseeing eyes. The man's lip parted slightly, as if words had caught in his throat at the last moment. Jack said nothing. He retrieved the pistol from Glenn's body, checking the magazine with his phone. A round was already chambered. He rose, gaze pining the girl's flight path. Scarlet path, blood streaked the leaves, smeared the mud. Wounded, blind, she ran on pure instinct. Jack clutched the pistol, beginning to track the blood trail. I don't think Jack's chance for survival was very good, considering the man has no face. Glenn had a better chance of surviving, and he died. He's already fucking dead. The trail stretched onwards, spattering the ground, clinging branches like spilled red ink. How did I get this? I bought it on Steam. I swear to Christ. There's only a Chinese edition released 2 days ago. There was an English option in the main menu I found. That's what I used. I thought I would have to use a different program, but no. I found it before the stream. It was like, ooh, neatos. After 10 minutes of pursuit, the undergrowth abruptly thinned. A cavern yawned before him, its entrance half cloaked by vines. The blood trail vanished into the waiting darkness. It doesn't support English. It does support English! Wait, what the fuck? Hold on a motherfucking... Hold on. No, Huh? Eh? Hold on a motherfucking sec. I'm a bit confused. Hey, what the fuck? Wait, what? What the fuck? Hold on a second. But English. That's a demo. Okay, thank fuck. I was like, did I fucking get my hands on something I shouldn't have somehow? I was so confused. Carrie, I was so fucking confused. Holy shit. Okay. Jack peered into the cavern, only to meet a yawning abyss, so deep and dark it seemed to devour light itself. As he looked around, his gaze snagged on something beneath the vines veiling the cavern wall. Something not quite right. He drew his knife and cut through the vines covering the cavern wall. What the fuck is this about? Don't know! Nice looking art! Gradually, the stone wall came to view. Oh, that's not... That's a bit concerning. Jack's pupils flicked. It wasn't the stone's natural color, but handprints. Innumerable handprints. Left hand's outnumbered right, a dense mass surging from the rock. Fingers twisted upwards and silent screams of desperate pleas. That's the description. Why are they in the Congo? I don't fucking know. When Jack cut through the vines overhead, he finally knew what they were calling to. A great bird spreading its wings in flight. A sense of foreboding rose in him. As a killer, Jack's instincts never lied. Turning back now, he might still bring Glenn's body back home. Entering the cave, he would be walking straight into danger. Looking down at the pistol, Jack made his decision. Now, what? He would avenge Glenn. Okay. Good on you for being the kind of person who would avenge others, but also your friend. But like, also, you were about to kill some Randy? Like, I don't know. Why are they in the Congo? Hopefully we'll find out! His pistol raised, Jack advanced, one slow stride at a time, into the gaping maw of the cave. Darkness pressed down like a sodden net, swallowing him whole. Prisoner of the Ephemeral Kingdom in the Congo. Okay. I guess we're not going to learn why we're in the Congo. Character unlocked. Oh shit. Sex, a symbol. No wait, I'm sorry, her name's... She's been given a blessing to have an actual symbol now. A second-year history student at Zhangjiang Normal Universe. Sorry. Yes, the best university, the Normal Universe. Born into archaeologists whose work and experience has a long shadow over their life. A mysterious white-haired girl who fought against the assassins sent to kill you in the jungles of the Congo. Despite resistance, she was ultimately defeated. Ah! Oh, she had really pretty eyes. I'm sad to see that she's now blind, apparently. Very pretty eyes. The sound of the alarm clock waked me up from my sleep. I sat subconsciously, my head still low dazed, and I couldn't even remember where it was. Okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, you're so active. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Standing outside was the guide lady with the friendly smile. A normal school or normal college trains teachers in the norms of pedigree and curriculum from the wiki. Wait, this game has a wiki?
早上好啊。
Good morning. I've never seen... No, Wikipedia. Wikipedia, the wiki for this game, Wikipedia? My god, didn't know Wikipedia was bought out by this single company. Also, I've never seen a game use I as the first person one. Usually that's left blank. Kind of odd. Seeing the other person smile finally reminded me of where I was. This is the Congo Mayendir Nature Reserve, the most unexplored tropical rainforest in Central Africa. It should be me. That'd probably be better. The place is sparsely populated, the land is humid, and the fog lingers among the trees all year round. It also hides something that has been forgotten by history. A month ago, the remains of a cave were accidentally discovered in this remote area. Chinese government quickly organized an international inspection team and mobilized a group of experts from China. I am Professor Li Lun's assistant and also his student. Unfortunately, on the day I arrived, I wasn't used to it. Fever, vomiting, diarrhea. As soon as the medicine was taken, the person fell asleep for a whole night.
感觉怎么样？睡了一觉好些了吗？
How does it feel? You feel better after good sleep? Well, much better. Sorry to trouble you. Where are teacher Li Lun and the others? When did we leave?
他们2个小时前就走了。
Left 2 hours ago. The person? I'm getting the feeling that I might as well have used the translation tool I had because... my goodness, this ain't the best thing, huh?
是李伦老师让我留下来，等你身体恢复再带你去会合。
Teacher Li Lun asked me to stay behind and wait for you to recover before taking you to meet him. I see.
你吃完早餐，我们就出发吧。
Let's start off if you finish breakfast. The forest in front of us is as thick as flowing ink, with towering tree trunks and dense vines, making it almost impossible for sunlight to penetrate.
从这里出发， 走1公里左右就到了。我们动身吧。
Actually, you mind seeing this for a weekend streams if those are still a thing? I think. Kind of bizarre. This is quite something so far. Most of the games have been... Sorry, weekday. That makes more sense. Yeah. I mean, I think we just finished, Oh, what did we just finish? Right, we just finished Momo, so we got a new thing to try out. So, a kilometer from here. Let's get going. The guide skillfully cleared away the vines tangled along the path. Very safe passages for us. Watching her effortless movements, I couldn't help but admire her. You're amazing. You don't like a stranger at all. Have you been in Congo for many years?
其实我也才来2年。
Actually, you've only been here for 2 years. Oh, so you worked as a guide in other places before?
没有啦。
No, before I was a high-speed train conductor in China. What a jump in career! I was a train conductor. Now I'm a guide in the middle of the Congo. Are you making more money at least? Fucking what a jump. High-speed train conductor. Why did you quit your job and come to Congo to be a guide?
吓到了吧？
Surprised, aren't you?
4年前我
4 years ago, I was in an accident, almost
差
died.
点就死掉了。身体痊愈后，
Had my body recovered, I suddenly felt that life was too
这东西
unreliable.
太不靠谱了
Since。you're alive, why not take a
既
walk
然
and see
活
more?
着，为什么不多走走看看？于是，
So I
我
quit
就
my
辞了
job and
职，
traveled
周
around
游
the
世
world.
界。
As though when I
结
arrived in
果
Africa,
到
I
非
was
洲时，
completely
对
fascinated by
这
this
片
land
土
and
地
stayed
彻底迷
here.
住，就留了
Stayed
下来。
there. Okay, you know what? That actually makes a good amount of sense. So amazing.
没有没有
No, no,
你过奖
you
了。
deserved it. I looked at her back and suddenly felt that her footsteps seemed a little lighter than before. Suddenly it's getting fainter. We chatted and walked along the trail. After walking for half an hour, the guide suddenly stopped and turned back to smile at me.
到了，
We're here. Arrived. There a light shone through the gap between the branches and leaves above his head. A dark cave entrance appeared in front of him. Yeah, the quality I would have gotten from the tool I was planning using definitely seems like I would have gotten the same if better. The guide took out a flashlight from her backpack, and a light flashed into the depths of the cave.
听说这个山洞蜿蜒曲折。
I heard that this cave is winding and
就
extending
连
in all
最先发
directions.
现它的村
The villagers first
也不知道
discovered didn't know
有
how
多
many
少
entrances there were.
山洞里道路
The
复
roads
杂，
in the cave are
地面也很
complicated and
湿
the
滑。
ground is slippery.
进去后，
Please
请
be careful
小
when
心
entering. Right, hold on. What was that called again? Luna? Yeah, Luna translator. Right. Can you make a session? Can you turn the volume of the voices down a bit? Sure, I can do that. I nodded and followed her into the cave. As we went deeper, the cave became dark and the light of a flashlight danced on the uneven stone walls. After walking not far, I stopped. The mural appeared. That's it!
吓我一跳，怎么了？
Oh, that scared me. What's wrong? Hold on a second. What was that? Things I'm programming on? Ah, god damn it. How do I get rid of this? No, not that. Core settings. Game management. Save screen is broken. It's more specific than that, but don't worry. Trying to unhook something right now. Yeah, don't worry too much. That'll be fine. I suddenly approached the stone wall and pressed against it. Under the flashlight, I could vaguely... Oh, you guys... Wait, hold on. Did that appear in front? Well, that's weird if it did. That's not the African rock art style. That's right. This is exactly the same as what's in the photo. It's Chinese Jiao Xuan? There's no mistake. In this cave in the remote African rainforest, Chinese characters appear. A month ago, when the photos from the cave were sent back to China, the entire circle field was shocked. Led by the government, the inspection team was quickly formed and hurried to the African Congo. These characters are Zhao Shan of the Qin dynasty. Are they saying the Chinese were ancient China? No, they're saying the Chinese were in the ancient Congo, which indeed would be very fucking weird overall. Zhao Shan. During the spring and autumn period and the warring states period, the feudal lords were divided. The Chinese characters in each country were different in simplified and traditional forms. One character had multiple shapes. After Xiyang, oh god, it's, hey guys, welcome back to BB Talks, where I fucking butcher languages so badly you think I'm trying to fucking start a war. Destroy the 16 in the order of the books to be written in the same text and the chariots to be in the same track. Therefore, on the basis of the large-scale script originally used in the Qin dynasty, was simplified in the unified British Chinese character. A small-scale script was created. I flicked my flashlight back and forth on the cave wall. There are not many words on this wall. Time has left molded traces on them, and only part of the content can be barely legible. This looks really readable if you ask me, so I'm not sure what you mean by that. Unintelligible. An envoy must be sent to offer sacrifice in jade silk. Chen danced with 800 people and played the music of gold and stone to show his respect. The molded and damaged handwriting seems to have awakened from the years of history with a sense of absurdity. Seeing that this is some kind of temple prayer describing some sacrificial activities. Is this a Chinese sacrifice? Why do Africans worship Chinese gods? I don't fucking know, mate. Oh, this is the most incredible part. This translation is rough. Yep. You know what? Let's give this. You know what, China gods? You know what? Let's go back for a second. I want to test something out now. Okay. Then go over here, go to here, go to hook, go to aim. Okay. And then come over to here. Load. Come on, it should be.
这是中国的祭祀吧？可为什么非洲人会祭祀中国神明呢？
It's almost the time.
Should be able to use this somewhat. Welcome to BB tries shit in real time. Not necessarily a good idea. What the fuck? Okay, so let's try... Okay, let's try closing the game. Back over here. Because, like, the translation is rough enough that I'm like, fuck it. I might as well try doing this. Okay, so going over... Yeah, I didn't really detect it. Problem. Then go over to settings. Select game. Click you. Click this. Okay. Load game. Here. Oh, shit, I think something crashed. Did it actually crash? Oh my god, I think it actually fucking did. Please hold on. Okay, should be almost there. That's trying to get the Luna overlay to work. Shouldn't be something I need to do because Luna should capture both at the same time, if not mistaken. Let's go faster. I can't wait to hear their insights. Oh god, that's a lot of text to... That should pick some stuff up. The deeper the cave, the heavier the air. As if we are not walking on the ground, but are swallowed up by something little by little. The surrounding murals are fragmented. Most of the content is hunting, sacrifice, dancing, and slaughter. The lines are strange and out of proportion, like a dream drawn by a madman. Oh, that fucking breathing's creepy. Wait a minute.
怎么了？
What's wrong? Do you hear anything? She listened intently and shook her head.
没有。
No? At this time, the voice came again. This time I heard it clearly. Was the girl's breathing and moaning? It sounded like he was very weak and desperately needed help. This guy, did you really not hear it?
没有。
No, I really
我真的
didn't
什
hear
么都没
anything.
听到
Her expression froze for a moment. Then she slowly shook her head, looking a little uneasy. You won't
不
be...
会是
You aren't
幻听了
hearing
吧？
things aren't there,
在
right?
这种地方待久
Since
了，
kind of place for a long
可能是
time, you
会
may
有这
have
种症状。
the symptom. I didn't listen to her anymore. The flashlight turns to the fork in the road on the left, pulling a small, wet rock wall. Where's the lead over there?
那边没有壁画，
There are no murals
而
over
且
there.
地势很危
The
险，
train is very
你
dangerous.
失足就
We
可能
stumble, you
摔
may
下去。
fall. But I have to go. The girl needs my help. I felt as if I was being called across the fork in the road.
等等，
Wait,
我陪
I'll go
你
with
去
you. Oh god, the courtyard. It's surprising to see Luna doesn't translate the I character. It might just be the way I've got a thing set up, honestly. Because I'm using the very rudimentary parts of it at the minute. Good old deep second floor age. Oh, good God. Went one after the other, along the narrow and slippery passage. The structure of the cave is horribly twisted. The walls are sometimes sunken, and sometimes bulge outward like the back of a beast. I almost slipped a few times, and finally we came to a clearing. The light of a flashlight shone through. I was stunned. You know, so far this translation is somehow just as understandable as the other one. Oh, he God. A low, white-haired girl, lying motionless, curled up on the ground. Her hair was like snow, and although her clothes were worn out, they were still faintly delicate and gorgeous. Hey, are you okay? I crouched down and took a closer look at her. Blood flowered from the bandages around her eyes, and dripped down her cheeks to the ground. In addition, her legs were bandaged, and dried blood was faintly visible on them. Despite this, the little girl's face was unusually calm, especially accustomed to this helplessness and loneliness. The guide lady also chased after her, and when she saw the girl, she gasped. Wow, there really is someone here. But how could she be here? Her condition looks very bad. We have to take her to the hospital quickly. You free my hand? Hands, I turned off the flashlight and put it in my backpack. Then I squatted down and carefully picked up the little girl. She weighed very little. When I came in contact with her coat skin, for some reason, a wonderful feeling welled up in my heart. Haha! That ain't good. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Would you like to reward that? It's like I've known her since known her for a long, long time. Pocket? What the fuck? Well, what? Oh, sorry. Let's leave now and go back to town. Okay, I'll leave. No shit. What? Oh, okay. Miss Guide? In the darkness, the guide suddenly let out a scream. On her chest, a sharp, blood-soaked dagger stretched out. Someone stabbed her from behind. Next moment, the other party pulled out the dagger and she fell to the ground. The flashlight rode down on my feet and the beam of light swept diagonally into the darkness. A blurry figure jumped out of the shadows and pounced on me. Ah, yes, this fucker. Yeah, okay. Nice of you to try getting revenge for someone. Shame you're a fucking asshat, to put it lightly. I didn't have time to think. I just instinctively protected the girl in my arms. The critter stumbled and fell to the ground. The guy lay there and hugged the attacker's leg with the loss of her strength. Her face was twisted and blood was hanging from the corners of her mouth. Oh my god, she's being a badass and fucking trying to save us at the last second, even though she's literally dying. Okay. God damn, I got respect for that. Yeah. Let's go! Hearing her blood cry weakness, I turned around and rushed in the depths of the cave with the little girl in my arms. I said, let's go, not you! Go now, you fucker! Okay. Behind him, there are echoes of darkness and the wind with no end in sight. This guide. Damn, what the hell is going on? I hugged the little girl tightly and ran away against the cave wall, trying to keep my steps light and silent. In the deep darkness of the cave, I couldn't see anything. I didn't even know which direction I was running in, so I could only instinctively move forward. The little girl leaned into my arms, looking unusually petite and fragile, her long white hair loosening in the crook of my arm. Suddenly, she moved. A faint whimper overflowed over the corner of her mouth, and she woke up.
This place. You are...
The little girl spoke English, so I answered her in English as well. Easy now, I'm not gonna hurt you. You were hurt back in the cave. I was just out to get you out and find help. My words were very light, on the one hand. I was afraid of being hurt by the guy who was chasing behind us. On the other hand, I also hoped that the little girl would not be afraid. What's your name? How do you end up passed out in a cave like that? And that guy back there. How could I explain to you blind little girl that we had just been... that someone had just tried to stab us and now we're running for our lives? This was hesitating. The little girl's voice suddenly became excited.
You are... 难道您就是我的主人吗?
Are you my master? Sorry, I don't speak Chinese. Well, you were speaking Chinese before. Nope, don't know what that you're saying. Eh? Wait, can you speak Chinese? Oh, that's so much worse for me. The girl didn't answer, but stretched out a hand and stroked it back and forth on my face, as if to confirm something.
不会错的，您真的是我的主人。
I'm not wrong. You really are my master.
您竟然亲自来
Actually
救
came
我，
to save me in person. It's
真是
really
不胜惶恐。
terrifying. No, what are you talking about? What
没
master?
错，是你，一定是你。
Her voice was trembling, fanatic, and as if she had seen a god in her faith. Wait, you are you doing something wrong?
虽然我的眼睛
My
看不
eyes
见，
could see the sound and the shape of my face I
还有
felt
我
with my
双手感
hands.
受到
Without
的
a
联
doubt, it's
系，
you.
毫无疑问，就是你。
This girl was obviously a foreigner, but she suddenly spoke Chinese and called me master. Say she's crazy, but her voice is extremely clear and logical. Regardless of whether the master is the master or not, now there is a guy chasing us. Do you know who he is?
是那个杀手，
It's a
他是
killer.
冲着您来
He's
的。
coming for you.
但是请放心，
But don't worry, even if I fight for this life, I would definitely protect you.
也一定会保护你。
It's over. I can't understand what the little girl was saying at all. Yeah, let's find a way to escape from this hellish place first. For simplicity's sakes, I'm gonna just, murder everything. Oh. Apparently there was an update. For a different thing entirely. Anyway, let's become English. Selfishly for my own, desires. Picked her up and continue running towards darkness. A bold strategy. Yeah, we'll see how it fails soon. Anyway, we're no longer second floor, which is a big shame, I have to say. I enjoyed being the second floor age. I'm being in a higher bracket than I normally am. I don't know how long it was gone. The steps are getting slower and slower, and the eyelids are getting heavier. A little light appeared in the darkness ahead. I opened my eyes wide and almost pounced. Exit? Yeah, I... The quality really ain't that fucking different, huh? Kinda crazy. Light is not the color of the sun. Only after I got closer did I clearly see that it was a stone door with firelight shining through the gaps. Red, wavering. I looked close to the crack of the door but couldn't see inside. The little girl in her arms remained motionless. I hugged her tightly and pressed my shoulders against the stone door. The door moved and the sound of heavy rocks scraping against each other echoed throughout the cave. The fire suddenly illuminated everything in front of me. This is... Space behind the stone door is a sealed stone chamber, round about 2 feet high. There are 2 ever-burning lamps embedded on the wall, and their dim yellow flames burn quietly. 2 feet high is... You sure it's supposed to be 2 feet high? That's, that seems... They probably used Luna to translate. You know what? That seems entirely plausible at this point. Also, I don't think you mean 2 feet high as in the entire space, because if that was the case, you'd both be on your fucking hands and knees to get through. In the center is an ancient sarcophagus. Here we come. Here we come. I was extremely surprised. The voices of 2 girls sounded from nowhere. I turned my head and the stone door closed quietly behind me. Now that you're here, you must participate. Now that you're here, you can't leave. Stop whispering in my ear. I don't like being whispered in my ears. Who are you? What do you want? No one answered me. A floral fragrance began to fill the air. Not perfume, but the scent of plants, slightly sweet, slightly bitter, warm like it was rising from blood. I looked down the stone coffin. There were several purple dendrobium flowers on the lid. The flower stems are still covered in mud as if they had just been picked from living branches. Huh? What's going on? Suddenly, a wave of dizziness washed over me, and felt as though something gently pressed down my consciousness. But is it okay that she brought other people? Bringing other people is allowed. It's fine. You say probably gonna be the entire reason whatever your plan is fails. Is that the rule? The rule is like this. The ears start to throb. Their voices come from all directions. Huh, that's a real word. I assumed it was because it was complicated enough to be... It was like too complex of a word to be absolute nonsense. My ears started to throb. Their voices came from all directions. Coming from the walls, drilling through the ground, dripping down from above. I wanted to speak, but I couldn't utter a word. Let's begin. Let's begin. Everything was... I don't like the ASMR style voicing. There's a mecha in Gundam called Denodrobium. The instant the fire went out, I lost consciousness. Oh no. So how are we going from the Congo to wherever the fuck? Why were... There are plenty of questions, and I fear we are getting no answers here. Oh, murder mystery stuff? Those notes? Always? Crazy looking fucking girls? Rice? Birds? Blind girl? Girl with gun? Who is blind? Eyes. The crazy eyes. There's a lot of crazy eyes. I can't read that. Nor can I read that. No, I wasn't going crazy. There just is a rice thing. Okay. The art is very pretty. Like, the art is pretty enough that I am very curious what the fuck's going on. Because I don't know. Pretty art. I hope it's good. Even if the translation is, not. I mean, I played through Magical Girl Witch Trials, and that translation was fan-made and using Luna as, like, the base, and that was still really fucking good overall. When I open out... Oh my god, breathing. Stop. Ow, what? Okay, nope, there we go. I opened my eyes, it was pitch black. I tried to move, but I found my limbs were trapped. I tried to lift my head, and with a bang, I bumped into something hard. Stone above me. Stone to the left, right, front, and back. Cold, rough, and lifeless. They should have just started us in the murder house? No! Terry, the Congo is of utmost importance! We can't leave the Congo behind! If we left the Congo behind, nothing would ever make sense! No! The Congo is the most important part of the entire thing! Maybe. I guess we'll find out. I suddenly realized I was lying in a coffin. I slowly groped around, my fingers touching the edge of the stone coffin lid. The coffin lid was heavy. I used all my strength to slowly push it open. The moment the lid was pushed open, air rushed in and I greedily inhaled, setting up from the coffin. What an odd room. There's a circular room, 14 identical stone coffins surrounding the edge. I woke up in one of them. In the center of the room was a huge round table, like a conference room. Weird. I slowly stood up, reaching for my phone, only found my pockets empty. Just then the coffin next to me made a sound. What? Oh shit! The line is Jack's partner, a professional assassin, who was shot and killed by a white-haired girl while trying to protect Jack. Jack is Glenn's partner and a professional assassin. After failing to assassinate you, he pursues the white-haired girl into a mysterious mountain cave and vanishes from sight. We're probably gonna meet Jack again. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Jack's probably one of the big characters. Guide works as a local guide in the Congo. A Chinese national, usually served as high-speed rail conductor. Optimistic and warm-hearted, carries an easy, uplifting presence. They're not letting us know where the accent's from. Yeah, I'm very suspicious. These two make me very, like... I'm almost certain that one of these fuckers is gonna be Jack. Also, poor Guide. Also, her name was apparently actually Guide. No, she wasn't just a guide. Her name was Guide. Okay. I turned my head and saw a small hand slowly pry open the stone coffin lid. Jack probably asked me, oh, you're not sure they let the females be snipers? I don't know. Could be a badass, sniper. Could be a normal sniper. Who knows? Her eyes were still covered, her hair disheveled, and her clothes were somewhat rumpled, as if she had been soaked in water.
夫人，您在哪里？
Master, where are you? I'm blind. Fucking help me, bitch.
如果您在的话，请务必回答我一声。
If you're there, please answer me. I mean, they didn't let us hear Jack's voice either, so I am incredibly suspicious here. If they're there, please answer me. Her voice sounded like she was about to cry. She frantically reached out and groped around. I quickly ran over and took her hand. I'm here. I trembled slightly, then she hugged me tightly.
主人，
Master!
太好了，您没有事。
Thank goodness you're all right. Yes, we're all right.
主人，
Except for Guy. She's fucking dead as shit. Yeah, which means they don't want us to know who it is, so it's the people here, they're probably female. Yeah. I looked around, unable to answer. There's only one door in the room. I went over and pushed it, but it was locked and wouldn't budge. At this moment, the stone coffin's room emitted a series of scraping sounds. The coffin lids were open, a person sat up in each coffin. Their faces were filled with confusion and wariness. Most of them were young, some with Asian features, others typical Western.
Where the hell?
Oh yes, definitely very Western. Where the hell? Tall, silver-haired woman spoke first, but no one could answer. Okay, guys, how much you want to bet? We got a blonde, blue-eyed German here. I'm betting 1,000 points. We looked at each other, seemingly clueless about what had happened. At this moment, I noticed that each coffin lid had a small label with the other person's English name on it, like code and personal markings. Except for the little girl with white hair, the label on her coffin was empty. Yeah, because she wasn't meant to be here. You stared at everyone, your throat was dry and your thought was swirling in your mind. If you want, find someone to talk to first. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Are these 3D models? Those two at the table look like 3D models. I stepped forward. Oh, you got green eyes, not blue, but close enough. She stood next to the coffin, looking down at everything in front of her. There was no panic in her eyes, but rather some expectation. As I approached her, she glanced up at me. It was a very faint smile, neither friendly nor hostile, like an experienced hunter sizing up a small animal that just emerged in the forest. Hello? She moved her lips slightly and said something. It was a language I couldn't understand at all. The syllables were clear and convoluted, as if they were reciting poetry. Oh, are you French as fuck? I shook my head. She smiled softly and turned back to look at the other people in the room, as if she had never had any communication between us. Might be French. I stepped forward. She was a brown girl wearing hand-me-down clothes that clearly didn't fit her. I don't know. I think that's only the overcoat she's wearing. She raised her head and looked around the room curiously. Hello? Aaaand. She whispered something in a soft voice. Although I couldn't understand a word she said, there was no hostility in her eyes, only curiosity. Oh my god, are we in a room full of people who we can't fucking understand? Oh, Jesus Christ. This is gonna be an awkward game then. Who the fuck around here can I understand? I just approached him and haven't spoken yet. The man stepped forward, blocking the girl in the kimono, and looked at me warily. The girl kept her head down, her eyes never lifting, lips tightly pressed together. Hello? The man looked up at me, his eyes as cold as knives. Apparently, most of these people aren't speaking English or Chinese, which I think are the only two languages our character... I think those are the only languages Pocket understands. He spoke a string of words in Japanese, his tone flat, even somewhat polite, but I couldn't understand them. Then he patted the girl's shoulder as if giving a command. The girl nodded and followed close behind him.
Hi.
Yeah, see? We can understand this guy. Just as I was about to ask the others, the man standing in front of the large round table beckoned to us. We gathered around one after another. Huh. In the center of the table were 14 terracotta warrior figurines. Each figurine held a small round plate. On the plate were two things, a key and a pair of earphones. These are earphones and a key? Oh my god, are we gonna have fucking Google... Are we gonna have Google Translate in our ear for all of this? Fucking... That's right, something.
Careful. Might be a trap.
The silver-haired girl didn't dare reach out, while the blonde hair beside her bent down and examined carefully, giving an okay sign. Everyone knew 14 coffins, 14 terracotta warrior figurines, 14 sets of items. This definitely wasn't a coincidence. We started working, each of us picking up a set. The keys were engraved with numbers from 1 to 14. The red-headed man tried to open the door with a key, but found it wouldn't go in. I put on my headphones. I really feel them when they were in my ears. The notification tones sound in my headset.
The system initialization is complete.
Is that an actual AI voice? You know what, for like a, you know what, if they're using an AI voice for a literal AI, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Make enough sense too.
Please set your default language.
Default language? Does that mean the language I use most often? That's Chinese. Before I could finish speaking, a response came from my headset.
Detected language, Chinese, confirm.
Oh, confirmed. At that moment, the silver-haired woman next to me also put it on, and she looked at me.
这究竟是什么？
What is this? Huh? I was a little surprised. The voice coming through the earpiece was exactly the same as hers, but it had been completely changed to Mandarin. You can speak Chinese? And as soon as I finished speaking, her expression was just as surprised as mine.
你会说瑞典语？
You can speak Swedish? Oh, no. The white-haired one Swedish. Okay. Huh?
看来是实时翻译。
Looks like real-time translation. Turned my head and saw it was the blonde girl, the one who examined the terracotta warrior
你
earlier.
们刚才的对话，我听起来是流利的西班牙语。
Wait, you're fucking Spanish? Okay. Wasn't expecting that, but fine. She's Spanish. I'm still savoring how realistic a voice was. The voice relocated into the headphone was an electronic one, but noticed identical voice to her own. This technology is too advanced. Abso-fucking-lutely correct.
AI 翻译加声音克隆，理论上可以做到，但我没见过民用版本。
AI translation plus voice cloning. Theoretically possible. I haven't seen a civilian version.
无论如何，起码我们能好好说话。
Anyway, at least we can talk properly now. At least she got Italian. That is something right now. I nodded, took the key and headphone from another terracotta warrior, put them on the white-haired girl, and handed her the
主
key.
人，这是什么？
Master, what the fuck is this shit? I don't know either, but one for each person is probably intentional. Anyway, you can keep the key for now.
13。
13. Ah,
这儿
what?
有13个人。
There are 13 people here, but there are 14 coffins in total.
还有一具没开。
There's one that hasn't been opened yet. Ooh, murder victim! Let's go! As soon as he spoke, everyone noticed the unopened coffin in the corner. The lid was tightly closed and there were no movement on the surface.
是不是空的？
Is it empty?
也可能是里面的人推不开，毕竟这棺材盖蛮沉
It。could also be the people inside couldn't push it open. After all, the coffin lid was quite heavy.
"我们一起把棺材打开看看吧。
Open the coffin, take a look. I nodded and the silver-haired woman came over.
准备，1、2、3。
The coffin lid is indeed very heavy, and I had to use all my strength to suck it when I came out by myself just now. Three of us worked hard together, and the lid of the coffin was pushed open little by little, and this faint smell of disinfectant came out from inside. Oh no, it's the girl who's wearing... I looked down and saw a girl in a white coat in the coffin. Interesting. She was lying on her side, curled up in a ball, and was sleeping quietly. This is not coma, but actual sleep. Damn, I'm jealous. She can sleep in a fucking stone coffin. It's quite the skill. Wearing a mask, breathing was almost imperceptible, but her rhythm was steady. Then I give that a 35% chance that's Jack. You know what? I'm on the same wavelength right now. As if he had finally escaped from some endless dream, found his sleep that should not be disturbed.
她倒睡得很香。
Oh, she slept soundly. Perhaps it was Claudia's voice that startled her. If I remember correctly, Jack should have... Okay. So the one identifying mark we have of Jack right now is that Jack should have a wound on one of their legs. Because that's where they narrowly avoided a shot from our mystery girl. Strange eyes, too. The moment she opened her eyes and looked at us, her eyes suddenly became cold.
Who the hell?
What the hell?
东西，
Hold on, did you just speak English?
Who the hell?
Yeah, that's a bit of a sign. Ugh! Her movements were astonishingly fast. Before she reacted, she sat up, pulled a sharp scalpel from her white coat, and held it to my throat. Ah! I froze, feeling the slight chill of the scalpel in my throat.
怎么了？发生什么事了？
I mean, she said something like English. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm fine, don't come any closer. Our last friend, it seems, has been a misunderstanding.
别激动，
Don't panic.
不是
Oh,
你
we're
的
not
敌
your
人。
enemies?
能请你先把刀放下吗
So please put that knife
What I
down.
see. What I see.
Daryl glanced around at the people, then looked at the table and door beside her, seemingly assessing her escape route. Easy, we're not here to hurt you. Here, this one's for you. Everyone's got one. I gently raised my hands, placed the earphones and keys where she could see them. The translator, put it on, you understand us. She turned to me as if analyzing the flaws of my words. Play that again? Sure.
What I see. What
What
I
I
see.
say? What I say? I shouldn't make fun, but like, Glenn was fucking weird to hear, but like, he could talk, you know? Can you understand what we're saying now? She didn't nod or answer, slowly shifted her gaze among the
你
crowd.
还没回答我的问题。
You said
你
my
们到底
question.
是谁？
Who are you? I don't know, I'm Bucket from Bucket Town.
还有，这是哪？
Also, where is this? What do you
你们
want?
想干什么？
We're all like you and explicitly brought to this place. Nobody knows where this is, and nobody knows what's going to happen. You're the last one to wake up. We're just worried about whether you were hurt.
最后一个，
Last one. No glanced around the coffins in the room and frowned.
你们
You all
全
woke
都
up
从
from the
棺材里
coffin?
醒来的。
Yes, everyone did. None of us know how it came about or who did. Just so that we woke up just as confused as you. So can you put the knife down? You're a doctor, right? Doctors should not point a knife at a person's throat.
我是法医，
I'm a forensic scientist. Yeah, I ain't believing that shit. As soon as these four words spoken, she seemed to finally remember who she was, and her trusting slowly regained her composure. Finally, a scalpel was slowly withdrawn from her neck, and I hurriedly took a step back. No climbed out of the coffin and shook her head. Though there was no hostility in her eyes, there was no trust either.
糟糕透了。
Too bad.
连续几天都没好好
I know I had good
休
rest
息
reserve days, but I didn't expect I would encounter this thing after
就遇上这种
twinning
荒
for a
唐
while.
的事情，确实是足够荒唐。
It is indeed ridiculous enough.
不过我想快了，所有人都已醒来，提示
I think
也
it's
该
soon.
出现了。
Everyone has woken up, it's time for a hint to appear.
提示，
Tip?
你不知道吗？
Hint.
如果是在小说中，幕后黑手
You
就该
know,
登
if
场
this
了，
were a novel, the mastermind would make an appearance.
一边说着什么“我想跟你们玩个游戏”，一边强迫我们参
Well,
加
saying
他
something
精
like, I
心
want
设
to play
计
a
的
game
攻
with
击
you. He forces us pursuing this meticulously designed challenges.
你是说
Is
这
this
是
some
某
kind
种
of
电
TV
视节
show?
目？
Probably not today.
啊，有可能啊，不是经常有那种真人秀吗？
And maybe. Aren't there often those reality shows? Must mean there's something about her face that's distinctive. I'm thinking similar thing here. Reality show?
啊？难道是那种
Ah,
记录人
one of
性？
those shows that records human nature? You transform and see the feelings arguing, going crazy, trying to survive? How exciting!
多刺激啊！
After saying this, she looked around and began seriously searching for cameras in the corners of the room.
艾琳，我们可没
Eileen,
签过
we
什么
didn't
节
sign
目
any
的协
agreement for
议
any program. Hold on a second. Sorry, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm sorry. Gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back, hopefully. Hopefully. You know, sorry. Be right back.
你这么说也是啊。
这他妈哪是什么节目？这就是绑架！究竟是哪个混账干的？妈的，老子的手机都被收走了！
Oh shit, sorry. I was talking about how I need to exercise more because my entire body feels destroyed. I don't feel great. I need to start working up to 100 jumping jack sit-ups and push-ups every day as a starting point, is what I said, because it's like that's what I consider a good starting point for being able to exercise again. Probably start with not 2 jumping jacks. What the fuck? No. Probably start with 20 of each, work my way up by 5 every day, and I don't know what other exercises do. Maybe just basic stretching. Hey kidnappers, if you're a man, get out here right now. If you're a woman, stay the fuck away. I don't fight women. Okay, well, no, just really go. You hear me?
对呀，对呀。
Yeah, let's have concert rehearsals tomorrow.
演唱会彩排呢。
People are far too fucking casual about getting kidnapped. You shouted the air. Just when you thought no one would respond, voice suddenly came from the ceiling.
注意看，这个男人叫小帅，这个女人叫小美。
I can't say those words.
这天，他们正
That day they were shouting, cursing over the cruel punch they were about to follow them.
即将迎来残酷的惩罚。
Also, that's neither one of their names.
啊？你说谁？
Oh, Jesus, fuck, what? Next second, the 2 terracotta warriors on the table clicked and moved on their own. 2 news connected wires shot out from the chest of the terracotta warriors, actively hitting the 2 people. Electric currents slithered through their spines like venomous snakes. She yelled violently, her mouth opening to its limit, but no sound came out. The drowning man was the same. His throat felt like it was being tightly gripped by an invisible hand, unable to utter a single groan. His lips trembled violently and the whites of his eyes almost rolled back. The 2 convulsed violently and collapsed to the ground.
艾琳，
Are they dead? Then, in midair, a figure was projected.
我真是想不到啊！你们还有力气像杂鱼一样大吵大叫，还挺能闹的嘛。
Honestly, the girl was just didn't even seem all that loud, I'll be quite frank.
对呀，对呀。 快放我们出去啊！我明天还有演唱会彩排呢。
不过呢，你好，晚上好呀。不过呢，什么叫做是男人就滚出来啊？人家可是超级可爱的美少年。欢迎诸位来到浮游馆。
Ephemeral Museum.
突然请你们
It's
来
really
这
rude to
边，
invite you or
确实有
something.
点没
So
礼貌
sorry.
哦，真不好意思。
You're right, I wish to refuse my invitation. Can I go home? Chalks to death. Oh, no, I guess not.
不过呢，既然已经来了，就别想着走了。
Now that you're here, don't think about leaving. A little girl wearing an owl mask appeared in front of us. Is she supposed to be a little girl? Kind of hard to tell from, this very up-close shot. She was a petite wearing a set of clothes that looked like an ancient ritual clothes, floating in the air and looking down at us.
接下来，请洗干净
Next, please wash your ears and listen carefully what I have to say. Electric shock finally stopped. Irene and Naito Yoshio knelt on the ground, breathing heavily, and pulled out the electric needles on their bodies with trembling hands. Though Irene was badly shocked just now, she still looked at the other party with angry eyes. Damn! You the mastermind behind all this?
哎呀哎呀！
Oops, mastermind seems so rude.
太没礼貌了，请叫人家墨宝大人。
Please call me Miss Mobile.
诸位一定想知道。
You must be wondering, where is this place, or rather, why were you brought here?
你们为什么会被带来这里？
Yes, please answer the question. Actually, I want to invite you all to participate in a special ceremony.
一个特别的仪式。
A ceremony?
对啊，叫
Yes, it's called the feather burning ceremony. You are the feathers, now burn. Then you.
名字是不是很炫？
It's not even lame. It's too corny, but before the name, more ancient and bloody than you can imagine.
它比你们想象的要古老，也要血腥哦。
The girl giggled, a deep, unfathomable darkness shining through through her eyes behind the mask. Have you heard? When kings are buried... Was this one not a voice line? This one isn't voiced. What? Weird. Have you heard? When kings are buried, 3 halls, 9 winding passages, a gate every 100 steps, some be standing guard, and 166 those buried with them.
666，诸位，
666, you understand that now? That is why we invite you here. What kind of fucking Cheshire cat-ass reasoning is this shit?
你到底在说什么鬼话？
What nonsense are you spouting? What, you mean we're human
你
sacrifices?
想让我们去搞什么邪教仪式吗？
You want us to perform some kind of cult ritual?
这是谋杀！
This is murder! Not murder until someone dies. Just kidnapping for now. Mobile shook her head. But his smile deepened like night pressing down on a dry... Is this supposed to be a guy or a girl?
别激动嘛。
Sounds like a girl as fuck.
会死。
Oh dear, don't get excited. I didn't say I was definitely going to die. You were definitely going to die. As long as you follow the sacrificial etiquette, you should not
倒
die.
是不会死翘翘的。
Probably.
大概啦。
What do you call the feather burning sacrifice? Is it the burning of burning or the feather of feathers? You know what? I have no fucking idea what that's supposed to mean.
真
Geez, so smart. I would disagree slightly. Feather burning sacrifice. The fire from heaven descends and the feathers burn away. On this way can we possibly hear the whispers of our ancestors.
只有这样，我们才有可能听见祖先的低语，才能复活我们伟大的帝国。
Only then can we resurrect our great empire. I froze. The way she spoke was less like telling a story and more like reciting some kind of oath.
不过详细的我们明天再
However,
说
we will
吧。
talk about it in detail tomorrow. Mobile slowly raised her right hand and snapped their fingers. Fuck it, no pronouns until I know what your gender is. If you have one. Maybe you're just a hologram. That doesn't even seem all that implausible, I'll be honest.
今天只是跟诸位打个招呼啦，具体内容嘛，等你们精神饱满些再说。
Today I just want to say hello to you all. As for the specific content, I will wait until you're more energetic.
毕竟尸体要
I'd rather the body must be fresh before the soul is willing to come back. The weirdos being weird, I do not enjoy them. He looked behind the door and saw a long corridor with 14 doors lined up. At the end of the corridor is a closed metal rolling door. The short-haired girl walked through the door, looked at the number 9 on the door, then took out the key and inserted it into the door lock. The door opened.
啊，果然
Not sure enough, these
这
keys
是
are
各自
to
房
their
间的钥
respective
匙。
rooms. Then, the others also headed towards the respective doors. I stood there, turning back to look at the calligraphy under the pressure light in the room. This ritual,
当然可以拒
we
绝
don't
呀。
have the right to refuse, do
不
we?
介意
First
变
you're
成
confused.
一
Does someone
具
mind becoming a
尸体
corpse?
的话
Well, that's a way to participate, I guess.
那也是种参加方式呢。
What a bitch. Her tone was so light, but every word sounded mocking. Hearing her words, we all fell silent.
哎呀哎呀，怎么一个个都摆着脸？对祭祀这件事，诸位就这么没兴趣吗？真令人伤心。
Oh dear, why is everyone making such a face? Are you really that uninterested in the ritual? How sad!
那这样好了，为了鼓励大家积极
Oh,
参
that
与，
encouraged everyone's
我决
participation.
定明早
I decided to give you all a
为诸位
special
送上
greeting
一份
gift tomorrow
特别的
morning.
见面礼。是很
And to be honest, I feel like I need a lot more everything for this.
希望诸位喜欢。
Is that a weird thing to say? Might be a weird thing to say. It's a very special one. Hope you all like it.
明天见。
See you tomorrow. They actually went out and the room finally quieted down. White-haired girl. Oh my god. White-haired girl gently tugged at my sleeve.
主人，
Master, what the actual fuck? I don't know myself. Knelt down and touched her head. Don't be afraid. It's totally going to be okay. I'm not sure if those words are false or true. Her face was too pale. She'd been holding on for a long time. How tall is Pocket and how short is this girl? No idea on either part. But apparently she's 13 years old, so I can't imagine she's that tall. Your injuries haven't healed yet, so rest first. I picked up her key and it said 6 on it. Opening the door of room number 6. This room is not big and the furniture is unusually neat. A few potted plants and chairs are placed in the corner, forming a strange structure around the bed. There's feng shui going on. I can feel it in my bones. Ugh. Kind of, I have to wonder why Glenn and Lily were trying to kill Pocket. Yeah, not even gonna call them Jack, Kate. I don't blame you. But yeah, what about Pocket is so murder-worthy? The walls were cold and the lights dim. I reached out and pulled back the curtain. There was no window behind it, only a bare wall. I walked to the bathroom, put on some water, wiped her face with a towel, and then handed the key back to her. Go to bed early. I'm gonna go back to my room.
谢谢你。
Thank you, Master. Oh, please stop calling me Master. I am not master of anything. You're the master of my soul. Never say words again. My name is Pocket. By the way, what's your name?
我吗？
Me? My name
我的名
is...
字叫……
Hey, that's weird.
奇怪，
What's my name?
我叫什么来着？
How? You got knifed in the eyes. How do you not remember your name? Bullshit. I call bullshit. Fuck off. You know your name. You're just not saying it. I mean, you got knifed in the eyes. I don't see how getting knifed in the eyes would prevent you from knowing your name. Suddenly, she hugged her head with a pained expression on her face. Sorry, Master, I can't remember. I'm sorry.
我记不起来了，对不起。
She looked like she was about to cry. She closed tightly with both hands and murmured an apology over and over again. I sighed and patted her shoulders gently. Don't worry, it's okay. Don't overthink it. Rest first and maybe you'll remember it when you wake up.
嗯，
Probably not. I'm leaving. Good night.
晚安，主人。
Good night, master. I didn't correct her anymore. Just walked out silently and closed the door. My own key is number 13. Now that can't be good. In the corridor, the forensic girl was leaning against the wall, her head slightly lowered, as if she'd been waiting for a long time.
她是你妹妹。
Is she your sister? No, maybe. I don't know. The hair colors are all different, so we don't look alike. Didn't answer, just said, glance over at the door I just walked out of.
不过，
Why does she keep calling me master? I don't know. I actually got the person. I corrected her several times. Neither, I say, is not very convenient. Sure, that's one way to put it. Yeah, okay. You better live next to her so you can take care of her. When did she get her eyes stabbed out? Right before we met her, essentially. She tried killing Jack and Glenn. She got Glenn, and Jack managed to cut her eyes before, like, cut her on the eyes before she could do anything. My room is number 7. Please change with me. That girl is fucking weird. I don't want to be near her. I stunned for a moment and immediately thanked her. Her eyeballs are above her eyes. It wasn't actually all that clear, I'd argue, about where it was. Yeah, thank you very much. Nothing. You put the knife on your neck just now. It was a favor to you. Gave me key number 7 and then took my key number 13. Eh? Number 13. Actually, fuck no. Take this back. What? Why? Bad luck. Fuck off. What's wrong? Alright, 13 is unlucky number in the West, right? You encumbered with the number 13, why not forget it? It's okay. Okay, definitely. Smell her softly and turn towards room 13. I stood there, watching her back disappear in the darkness, then turn around and open the door to room 7. I didn't wash up or take off my shoes. I just fell on the bed like that. I guess Glenn was a native English speaker, well, native, and Lily's a native Chinese speaker. Maybe. I'm very curious how far this is gonna go. Really tired today, dude. You're talking about me all the time. It's like we're trapped in a nightmare now. I don't even know who made up this dream. Who made up the dream? At night, it suddenly dawned. It was not as bright as the sun. The villages stretched mouths were on flame at the same time. I wonder if they got someone on Fiverr to read his lines. I can believe it. He said his English was perhaps like the best out of everyone we heard. It's a weird thing to say, but I do think that's true. The night sky was bloody red. The soldiers rushed out in thick smoke, their armor reflecting the light of the sun. They marched the villagers like cattle, pushing them into the open space one by one. Then the soldiers began to move. Silently raised their knives, knelt down and stabbed each one after another. The knife fell from his hand and there was a lot of blood. The corpses were scattered all over the field. There is no difference between children, the elderly, and pregnant women. There was a child who was still crying. He had no shoes on and his feet were covered in mud. He tried to run back, but was swept by the halberd and fell to the ground. The only shot one word, then fell silent. The voter located in the center of the clearing had cracked. The AI voice in the earphones was the best English voice act. I think that's called cheating if you thought by them, honestly. The vulture located in the center of the clearing had cracked, and 3 blackened fragments were embedded in the ground. If you change your destiny according to heaven, the bad omen must be destroyed. 7 or 8 shamans surrounded the boater, wearing black robes with bones and bird feathers hanging from the corners. They wore bird bone masks and kept their lips motionless. They uttered a murmur, language like reciting ancient sutras backwards. 3 syllables seemed to be reversing the bloodline. Reversing the bloodline? Eh? Each of them held a long staff with a bunch of blood hair tied to the head. They're tapping the ground. Then the fire became more and more intense, burning towards the boulder. The shaman shouted in unison, the demonic stone dropped from the heaven must not be left in the world. Burn it, burn it, burn it! Flames rolled up and licked the surface of the stone, and the blood surrounding the boulder began to boil. Several seal characters were faintly revealed on the boulder, the fire, as if they were emerging from the burning. There are 7 words in total, namely: ow, ye heady hurts. Seemed to have had some kind of dream. Over my head sat up from the bed. I glanced at the alarm clock on the table. It was now 7:45. Wow, what a strange dream. Oh, anyway. Sure. I sighed and walked in the bathroom and washed my face. Suddenly, the music blared in the room, startling me. Then Mobile's voice rang out, light and cheerful. This music is too fucking loud. I've already got the music down by a lot. Breakfast is from 8 to 8:30. Please move to the dining room. Latecomers won't get any food. You hate this music. Don't worry, I think it's meant to make you feel nothing but despair and hate. Is still breakfast? Surveying my reflection in the mirror for the moment. Never mind, it's done now. Let's eat first. In this eerie environment, I felt my nerves had become too dulled. The first day. I have no idea. And I have no idea in the slightest what the fuck this game is going to be about. What an oddity. I'm curious, but this game is taking so long to get started. Yeah. I might play this on my own for fun, but I don't know if it's a streaming game because... God. 999 had already killed someone by now. Everyone's alive, bad game. But I get what you're saying, I get what you're saying. But right now, I'm burning into a fucking crisp. I'm seeing 10 and 12 hours for reviews. Interesting. Yeah, 10 to 20 hours depending on the read speed. That's interesting. Anyway. Thank you everyone for coming to today's live stream. Hope you guys had a good time. First time coming, suggest you subscribe and get an notification so we're around streaming. If you like anything in the stream, leave a like, leave a comment down below, because you can actually do that now. And beyond all that, I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet. I'm gonna say bye.